to select Fred Warner, linebacker out of BYU.
What's up, faithful? It is your boy, Niner Sickness with the Niner Sickness podcast. Before we go forward, please wipe your feet before entering and smash that like button. Wipe your feet, and smash that like button for your boy, Niner Sickness. How's everybody? Make sure also to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. How's everybody doing tonight? It is Friday night, and we're going to talk 49er football. We got Kathy in the house. How you doing, Kathy? What's up? Kathy's in the house. How you doing? I'm glad you're feeling better after your surgery. Been praying for you, girl. We got Luis Moreno in the house. What's up, brother? About time, brother. Been waiting on your show. I apologize, man. I've been busy this week, but I'm here ready to rock and roll. Thank you for anticipating my show there, Louis. I love the support that you provide. Look who it is. My brother from another mother. Skol to your Vikings, brother. How you doing? Welcome to my channel, brother. Welcome. We got David McNew in the house. What's up, David? Let's go. Let's go. We got Dina in the house. Let's go, Dina. What's up? Welcome. How's everybody doing? Kathy says, I have a hard time doing comments with my eye. Listen, just don't write comments. Just enjoy the show and take care of yourself, mama. Take care of yourself and just enjoy the show. Don't worry about writing things down. We understand completely. And thank you for wiping your feet. Appreciate that. We got Tony in the house. What's up, Tony Smith? Hello, Niner Empire. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's go. Niner, that's what I'm talking about. We got Johnny in the house. What's up, Johnny? JBXY 4 and 9. What's up? That's how we roll. You are welcome, Kathy. You are welcome. We got Cardcast. The man and the legend is here. What's up, Cardcast? How you doing, sir? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. We got Daniel Cantu. What's up, my brother from another mother? How you doing, sir? Good to have you on here tonight. Great to have you, man. God bless you, Kathy. Take care of yourself. Absolutely. Prayers to Kathy. Kathy, enjoy the show. Like I said, don't worry about texting. Don't worry about writing things. Just enjoy yourself. Give me 1 second, real quick. Give me a second. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try something real quick. See if it works. Interesting. All right. Anyway, my apologies. So, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. The weekend is here. It's Friday. For those that don't work on the weekends, finally the weekend's here, man. We can just relax. But I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, you tend to mow your lawn, do yard work, clean around the house. It seems like we do more work in the weekend than we do at work, at least for me. But man, we're gonna have some fun tonight, man. We're gonna talk a little bit of football. Listen, I have a video that I want to play. It's George Kittle. I don't know if you guys seen it yet or not. Let me see if I can get back to it. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. Let's see if I can get it. I was listening to it earlier. Library. Here we go. All right. So, trying to make sure get rid of the commercials. All right. So this is Mike Laflorio talking to George Kittle. Let's watch it together, and we'll talk about it. You guys ready? Here we go.
Joining us now, one of the great players in the National Football League, one of the best tight ends as well. He's here to talk about tight end universities. George Kittle. George, what's up, man?
How we doing today?
We're doing great.
Can you guys hear it okay? Let me know if you guys can hear it. You guys can hear it right now? Okay, hold on. Can't hear? Okay, hold on, guys. Give me a second. Huh. All right, give me 1 second. Let me know if you guys can hear it now.
About it last year, we probably had some content about it at PFT, but how did it all happen?
Really? So I live in Nashville. I train with about 6 to 8, maybe 10 NFL tight ends in the off season. And Greg Olson was retiring. And I was like, hey, Greg, why don't you come down, like, maybe put us through some workouts, watch some tape. And he was like, hey, why don't we bring a bunch of tight ends down and we'll kind of make an event out of it. And me and Greg share a marketing team. And so we kind of were bouncing ideas off each other. And then we're like, well, if we got Travis to come down too, we threw some ideas past him. He was really excited about it. And so we kind of put our heads together and like, hey, let's do like a tight end university. And
And you guys can hear it clear?
Thank goodness we have a great marketing team that's been able to, organize everything for us. But we just wanted to bring all these tight ends together under the same roof, watch tape, hang out, get to know each other. And like at the end of the day, if these tight ends come down, they don't learn a single thing about football. At least they've met 50 to 60 other guys who are around the league. And now they know guys are on other teams. They can talk to them, interact with them. And that's kind of, the tight end brotherhood is something I'm trying to extend everywhere. So, just year 2, a little bit bigger and better, doing it at Vanderbilt University, nice fields and everything. It's going to be a riot.
How many more tight ends do you expect this year versus last year?
We had 49 last year and we totally underbooked for that. Our goal was like 25 and we got up to almost 50. Goal this year.
All right, hold on, guys. My apologies. Let me start it from the beginning. Since you guys can hear it now, let me start it from the beginning. I apologize. Here we go. Ready?
Special edition of PFT PM, and joining us now, one of the great
There you
players
go,
in
Tony.
the National Football League, one of the best tight ends as well. He's here to talk about Tight End University. He's George Kittle. George, what's up, man?
What's up,
How we
Tanisha?
doing today?
We're doing great.
What's up,
Not
Big
as good as you,
Jason?
though. Tight End University. Tell me what's going on here. Also, title sponsor presented by Charmin. They care about their tight ends.
Hey, that was nice. That was a nice segue. See, like they care about their tight ends. They protect your backside. And what's else? Like we've been able to have a lot of really good partners that are allowing us to put this event on, to pay for the guys' hotel, food.
What's up, Tom?
All their amenities.
How you doing,
We have
Tom? Welcome
Charmin,
to the
who's gonna be
channel.
there for the tight ends. We have Levi's, might as well get some jeans for those tight ends. Why not? Got some cold, crispy Bud Lights for those tight ends, if you're of age. And, and then in Nashville, we have Bridgestone, who's, from Nashville, and they're going to take care of us down there as well. Maybe put us on some wheels. But we had some great sponsors who are, allowing us to do this amazing event for the second year in a row. And we're just really looking forward to it. I'm really waiting for the summer.
I've been giving Charmin a lot of free advertising in recent months. Let me tell you why. I know this is about Tight End University, but I got to tell you the story. I got a book that came out this year. You can see it there over my shoulder. It's called Playmakers. And I get a lot of reaction along the lines of, hey, I can buy it for toilet paper. And I tell people, if you really want to rip a page out of a book and wipe your butt with it, feel free, and you'll deal with the consequences. Stick with Charmin. Stick with Charmin.
Stick with Charmin. Hey, that seems aggressive. That seems aggressive.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the page of a book.
That's right. That's the people's tight end
down there. Anyway, how did Tight End University come to be? I remember seeing about it last year. We probably had some content about it at PFT, but how did it all happen?
Really? So I live in Nashville. I train with about 6 to 8, maybe 10 NFL tight ends in the off season. And Greg Olson was retiring. And I was like, hey, Greg, why don't you come down, like, maybe put us through some workouts, watch some tape. And he was like, hey, why don't we bring a bunch of tight ends down and we'll kind of make an event out of it. And me and Greg share a marketing team. And so we kind of were bouncing ideas off each other. And then we're like, well, if we got Travis to come down too, we threw some ideas past him. He was really excited about it. And so we kind of put our heads together and like, hey, let's do like a tight end university. And that's literally how it came together. And thank goodness we have a great marketing team that's been able to, organize everything for us. But
how you doing, Big Jason?
We just wanted to bring all these tight ends together under the same roof, watch tape, hang out, get to know each other. And like at the end of the day, if these tight ends come down, they don't learn a single thing about football. At least they've met 50 to 60 other guys who are around the league. And now they know guys are on other teams. They can talk to them, interact with them. And that's kind of, the tight end brotherhood is something I'm trying to extend everywhere. So, just year 2, a little bit bigger and better, doing it at Vanderbilt University, nice fields and everything. It's going to be a riot.
How many more tight ends do you expect this year versus last year?
We had 49 last year, and we totally underbooked for that. Our goal is like 25, and we got up to almost 50. Goal this year is about 80. If we can go a little over, that's awesome. We go a little under, that's fine. But we definitely open it up to more people. So, like I said, we had to go to Vanderbilt, just make it a little bit more bigger, a little bit more space than the high school we used last year, which was also fantastic. But we're looking forward to just bringing all these guys down. And another little tidbit, we're bringing in some legends too. So one of my favorite tight ends all time, Dallas Clark, is coming down. He's going to teach a class or two. Tony Gonzalez will be there, I think, for a day. He's going on a family vacation. And then Kelsey's working on Antonio Gates. So hopefully we have a couple legends down there to, talk ball with all the boys.
Dallas Clark, 44 with the Colts. I feel like he got overlooked and wasn't appreciated because he was in that offensive machine with Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison. But that guy was putting up huge numbers in his day.
Huge numbers with the tape fingers and no gloves. That's what was so cool. He was out there running routes, blocking. He was one of my favorite players. I had season tickets at Iowa, so I saw each one of Dallas Clark's college games as well.
Who was it that drew you to
Yes,
the tight end
sir.
position? How did you end up picking that?
I did.
The Hansons are hitting the road, and wherever they go, they'll be
Commercials.
about 10
You gotta
minutes
love
from
commercials.
a hotel by window. The Morgans are soaking up the sun.
I didn't really pick it. Iowa just put me there. It worked out for me though. They're like, hey, do you want to play Leo linebacker or do you want to play tight end? I was like, I'd rather have the ball in my hands. And it worked out for me.
How old were you when you figured out you could catch pretty well?
I don't know. I think I should have won the Heisman in 7th grade as a running back. I'm not going to lie.
I saw an interview somewhere as I was getting ready for this today, and you've got a mindset where you try to continue to approach life like you did when you were 13.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that idea come from for you?
Well, my dad's always preached to me, like when I'm playing sports, you're going to try to get better. You're going to work hard, but you're going to have fun. And it didn't take me very long to realize that when you're having fun playing football, it's a lot easier. And so I try to do right by my 13-year-old self. So all the decisions I make, I just try to make that kid proud. So I try not to do stupid stuff. I try not to, upset my parents too much. I just try to be kind to everybody. And I feel like if you can live with that, just that childish appreciation for life, it just makes your day a little bit better every day.
What are some of the challenges, though, George, of that attitude when you're talking about a $1 billion business and all of the realities of being in the NFL? And we know how guys get chewed up and spit out by the machine, and you've got to take a stand to get what you deserve, and you get into battles with management. How hard is it to continue to have that attitude when there are business realities that can maybe make you cynical or jaded by the way it really is?
I mean, definitely, so for example, contract conversations, like when I was doing my contract, it's not very fun. I think the best thing I heard about it, it's like braces. You absolutely hate it when you're doing it. And the second you get your contract, the braces come off, you got a beautiful smile. You don't really think about braces anymore. I think Richard Sherman told me that one. And, that came true for me. He's like, hey, don't take it personal. It's tough when you're getting judged, like, hey, you're only worth this amount. Well, I think I'm worth this amount, and then you're arguing. But at the end of the day, once you get your contract, it's like, all right, well, it is what it is. We said what we said, but we're still here working together to try to win a Super Bowl. So you can't take things personal. You just got to move on, honestly.
The tight end position league wide, give me a guy that you look at and say, wow, that guy is the guy other than yourself at the tight end position.
So hear me out. Travis Kelce, 6 seasons in a row, 1,000 yards. I'm pretty sure he has the most receiving yards over any wide receiver skill position in the last 6 years. And he gets paid half of what a wide receiver makes, which just boggles my mind. And so, to me, like Travis Kelce, he's been doing it for so long, and it's such a high level, and he doesn't have an off game. I think he has one bad game a year, and it's just because he's getting triple teamed. So he's a player I look at, and when he gets the ball in his hands, he's a monster. And it's fun too, is more tight ends are starting to get the ball more, starting to be more part of the offense, be more explosive. I love watching Darren Waller. I love watching Mark Andrews. Ertz is really fun now down in Arizona. That's just fun to see him just kind of dominate, get a lot of touchdowns. So Hawkinson, Tunyon. So, there's all these tight ends that are explosive and fun to watch, but Kelsey's just, when you have 6 1,000-yard seasons in a row, man, you're a hell of a football player.
You mentioned the pay disparity. The receiver market's gone crazy this offseason. And I hadn't thought about it from the perspective of the tight end. It's like, hey, we do the same stuff and we have to block. Like, how do we get lost in the shuffle here?
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I would say that every NFL team that's won a Super Bowl or been in the Super Bowl for like the last 5 years is that an all pro tight end a part of the team. So I feel like it's not tight end's not just like a cog in the wheel. It's an important position that can really add to your offense or diminish it.
Is there a receiver out there that you'd like to recruit to the tight end position?
Or receiver to the tight end position?
Yeah.
You know what? I got to hang out with Brandon Marshall for the first time. And he is bigger than I am. He's taller than I am. He's got bigger shoulders than I do. He probably weighs 5 pounds more than me. I was like, what are you doing, Brandon? Like, you could come back right now and play tight end. He was like, I don't know.
What's up, JR?
I was like, I mean, you could sign a $10 million contract tomorrow and play for one season. But he'd be pretty fun to watch.
Hey, speaking of the physical toll of football.
What's up, Aaron? How you doing, sir?
You battled through a calf injury at a minimum last year.
Thank you for popping in, Aaron. Appreciate
that
it.
extra game, that extra week, that extra stretching of the rubber band. What did that do for you and your teammates as far as you noticed?
It's definitely, I mean, an extra week of football without extra pay is definitely different. I'll tell you that much. It's, hey, football's football. I love playing football. It's a long season that made it a little bit longer. And I'm all up for playing more football. It's awesome. You get more exposure. You get to play in front of more fans. You get to go to another city. Like, it's a blast. I wish they would throw another bye week in there somewhere. I'll take 2 byes, let the body recover a little bit. Let your star players stay on the field longer. So you don't have all those injuries. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I just prefer one more rest week and then I'll be good to play more games.
One of the assistant coaches in San Francisco, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins now. How much will the offense, do you think, miss Mike McDaniel?
Oh, I mean, Mike was an important part of our offense. He brought in a lot of different ideas to the run game, especially. He was very creative. He put guys in positions to succeed. So yeah, I mean, we're going to definitely miss Mike. I think our run game will definitely be similar. It won't be the same, obviously, but we have Coach Furster and Coach Shanahan that are doing the run game stuff. And I think Kyle knows how to do run game, which I'm excited about as well. So we're going to miss him, and I'm going to miss his positive energy. And he's definitely got great swagger out there with his shoes all the time, but I'll miss him. But I'm not like worried about it because I think the position, the coaches that we have in place they're very good at what they do. And I'm excited to see how it's different.
There's an obvious question, uncertainty lingering over the roster at the quarterback position. If you haven't heard, Trey Lance,
Really?
Jimmy Garoppolo. How do you, as a team leader, guy that's been there, been around, established yourself, proven yourself, how do you keep that from being a distraction for you and the guys?
I mean, we're kind of used to it at this point. I mean, Jimmy G's been under scrutiny since after the 2018 season where he tore his ACL. And that whole season is like, oh, is Jimmy G the guy? Then he comes back, takes us to a Super Bowl. Then we lose. And then the next offseason is, oh, is Jimmy G the guy? And now we had another injury. 2020 was a tough year for the Niners. And then we came back and go to another NFC championship game. And so, like, we've been through this. It is what it is. I don't think it's really much of a distraction. I mean, I can't tell being in the building. I see the guys show up every single day, go run routes, we lift weights, go to meetings. And it's not really even a topic of conversation. We're all here just trying to get better. And whether that's Jimmy G, whether it's Trey Lance, whether it's Nate Sudfeld or our Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy, whoever's slinging that rock, hopefully just throw it to me more than anybody else.
You have said that Trey Lance has an insane ceiling. He just needs to play to get there. What's in the best interests of the team for 2022? Is it Trey Lance working toward his ceiling and dealing with the growing pains, or is it Jimmy Garoppolo, who already is basically a finished product and can step in and pick up where he left off last year?
Watch the NBA Finals live on ABC with YouTube TV.
Sorry for the
Try it free.
commercials.
Here at Round Table Pizza, when we say double,
Gotta love
pepperoni,
YouTube.
we really mean double.
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? That's one reason I'm glad I'm not.
Gotta
the head coach
love
of the
YouTube.
49ers. So that's all on Coach Shanahan. And I'll give you both ways. Like, Jimmy G, awesome in the huddle, great leader, directs guys. People are, go to attention when he's talking. He's got a quick release. He knows the offense. Like I said, been to 2 NFC championship games, so he knows what he's doing. Trey Lance can run, extend plays, does all the play action stuff, incredible. Could throw the ball 70 yards. So it's just, I don't know. It's a toss up for me. Like I said, as long as they're throwing me the football, it is what it is. I just want football's a competitive sport. If there's not competition, if you're not fighting for your starting job every single day, then you're not going to get any better. And so it was nice to see those two push each other all year. And I think Trey learned a lot from Jimmy. And, if Trey's a starter and if there's growing pains, hey, so be it. I think we have good enough players around him to help him succeed, from Trent Williams to Ayuk to hopefully Debo to me to our run game. So, I think we have plenty of players around him to help him succeed.
A few weeks ago, Jimmy Garoppolo did an interview with Adam Shine and said that last year was strange, and I'm not sure I would wish that on anybody. What did you see, if anything, to suggest that Jimmy G was going through a year that he wouldn't wish on anybody?
I mean, everybody can see it. When you trade 3 first-round draft picks for a quarterback, it kind of has a writing on the wall, doesn't it? I mean, and Jimmy did nothing but be a professional every single day. He didn't complain about it one time. He wasn't in the corner, talking crap about, the situation. He showed up every day as the starting quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. And he went out there and practiced every day. He worked hard every single day. He set good examples for all the young guys, for all of us, and he motivated everybody. So, I don't know if there's a better professional in the NFL than Jimmy Garoppolo with how he dealt with that situation. And I think he made everyone around him better that year. And they're just like, hey, you're dealing with something that no one else here is dealing with, and you're being incredible about it. I can deal with any of my stuff and move on and, just go play football. So it was great. The way he handled it was great for us. And I mean, I wouldn't wish that upon anybody else, but hey, he did a lot with it, and he played at a high level.
I'm thinking back to Tight End University. Let's finish it up where we started. All those tight ends there. Who's going to be there to throw the balls? Who is Jimmy G going to be? Are you going to have some quarterbacks there? You can't just be the jugs machines.
No. So I'm working on a couple. I got 3 confirmed for you. I got my guy CJ Beathard. I got my guy Nick Mullins. I got my guy Trey Lance. He's coming down to TEU. You can help me peer pressure him, but Zach Wilson's at about 99%. He's trying to decide if he wants to come back from Cabo or not. And I was like, Zach, you're going to come back from Cabo. So if you want to help me influence him a little bit. And then the last one I'm working on, Josh Allen's trying to see if he can make it work. So hopefully we have a handful of awesome quarterbacks there who could also talk to us about running routes and what they see out there. So that'll be pretty fun.
Josh Allen's a guy you could recruit to be a tight end.
Oh, dude, he's got the energy for it too. I mean, he's a tight end with a cannon for an arm.
All right. Well, hey, appreciate some of your time. Congratulations again on all your success, and all the best with Tight End University, June 22 to 24, Vanderbilt University, Nashville, Tennessee, presented by Charmin. Don't wipe your butt with pages from a book. Wipe your butt with Charmin.
Yes,
Tagline,
sir.
Commercial. All right. Great
Brennan,
stuff, George.
Thank you.
Pal.
See ya.
All right.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe.
All right, guys. That was a great take. That was the People's tight end, George Kittle, talking about Trey Lance and working with Trey Lance. I'm excited what he's going to do. Give me a second. I'm excited to see what he's going to do this season with Kittle, Trey Lance to Kittle down the middle, Brandon Ayuk, Debo Samuel, Danny Gray. You got the running game with Elijah Mitchell coming back for a second year. This kid now fully grasping the offense of Kyle Shanahan. I expect Elijah Mitchell to really step up. And then you got Davis Price, TDP. And we don't know what to expect from this kid, but this kid looked very well in LSU. I know that we drafted Trey Sermon in the 3rd round, and he kind of didn't really develop the way we wanted, and plus he was hurt. So I don't think the Niners are going to take 2 different running backs in the 3rd round and get the same results. I think this kid from LSU is really going to be that down the hill runner. Get out of my way. I'm going to get the ball where I need to go. And then you have Pope. You got Pope, the undrafted free agent. I know he's 6'1", He's not really tall, your average lineman. But listen, the way we use Trent Williams to come across and just bulldoze defenders, I expect the Niners to use Poe the same way. Just be that bulldozer. Open up those lanes. And I think the Niners and Kyle Shanahan are really going to exploit a lot of defenses out there. And I expect us to have a lot of fun for sure. What's up, Christopher Carver? How you doing, sir? He says, hello, Beto. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Man, I missed the fellas, Nate and Mike. Yeah, we're probably going to start that particular podcast during the season, Christian. So get ready to see those guys during the season. What's up, Rob Todd? How you doing, sir? Coming through to show some love. Big Jason Gaming. Oh, right on. Well, welcome, Rob. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you coming by and supporting the channel. Make sure to subscribe. If you can do it, Rob, if you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel whenever you get the chance, Rob, I would appreciate it. All you got to do is type Niner Sickness and I'll pop right up. Thank you, sir. What's up, Dick Tracy? Is in the house. How you doing? Niners unfaithful wanted Brittle traded after. Hold on, guys. My neighbor's car. Give me 1 second. I got my window open. I apologize. Sorry, I don't have my keys. Next time I open up the window like this, I'm going to have my keys to turn it off. I got a sensitive alarm in my car. My apologies. Beto, happy weekend, brother. Happy weekend to you too, Dick Tracy. So, I expect, thank you for sharing this. You're welcome. You're welcome. And we're talking about it. I'm pumped up to see what the Niners are going to do this year. I know a lot of people are writing off Trey Lance. You know, he's not going to be good. He's going to have issues, blah, blah, blah. This kid is working hard. He's working in his accuracy. The potential's there. And I want to just clarify this. Anybody that thinks that the reason why Jimmy Garoppolo is still on this roster is because for some reason the Niners and Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, particularly don't have any faith in Trey Lance is nonsense. It really is. If it wasn't for the surgery that Jimmy had to have, and I'm not blaming Jimmy. He did what he did. He tried to work out his issues without surgery. He couldn't do it and he needed to do it. This not only hurts the Niners, but it hurts him as well. But if he didn't have that surgery, I believe 99% he would have been gone. Listen, you don't move up from 12 to 3. You don't give up 3 number ones and a third round for a quarterback you don't believe in. Now, whether Trey Lance works out or not, that's yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen. But Kyle Shanahan knew exactly what he was doing when he drafted Trey Lance. A lot of people were like, well, you know what? They should have drafted Mac Jones. Mac Jones would have came in last year and played well. He would have played well this year. But the ceiling is not that high on Mac Jones. Now you take a little bit more of a chance on Trey. But Trey has all the traits that you want in a quarterback. He's smart. He's brought up by a great family. His dad played in the NFL. He even tried out for the 49ers. I expect Trey, listen, Trey doesn't have to be a superstar year one. We have such a great cast around him. This is what people don't realize with Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones. Mac Jones is in a little better situation. But what people don't understand is this. Trey Lance is in a very good situation. He has one hell of a running game. Okay? He has one hell of a defense. Now we have great special teams. All these things help out a young quarterback. Trey Lance doesn't need to win and put everything on his shoulders. What he needs to do is do what Jimmy did, minus the interceptions. And the thing about Trey, if a play breaks down, he will extend it with his legs. I've been watching a lot of film. Matter of fact, I should show it to you guys. I've been watching a lot of film on the game against Houston, the Texans last year, with Trey Lance. And there were a certain times where we know Jimmy G always looking to the check down. That's his priority. Check down, check down. Trey Lance wants to see if a player opens up for the bigger play. It was very evident last year against the Texans where Trey rolls out to his right. He has Trent or Juice, I don't remember which one it was, as a check down. Now, if he would have gave it to them, it would have been a first down. We would have continued to go forward. But no, he saw Debo going in the slant, and he saw the development between Debo and that end zone. And what did he do? He waited, allowed Debo to open up, threw the pass to Debo, and it was a touchdown. We would have not seen that with the Jimmy G. You would not see that with Jimmy G. Jimmy G would have went to his check down, went for the first down, and continued to move the ball. Trey threw the bomb, waited for Debo to develop, got him open, and mind you, he threw it between two defenders. The knock on Trey is he doesn't have that much experience. You got to give him time to develop. You got to give him time to figure himself out. The more he plays, the more he feels comfortable, and the more he's going to process what the defense is showing, and he's going to be able to make adjustments and not just react to what the defense is doing. Now, there's going to be some moments where we're going to be like, what the heck did you do there? But that's expected from a rookie. See, I'm okay with Trey making mistakes as he learns. I am not okay with Jimmy G being a freaking vet making those mistakes. He shouldn't make those mistakes. I'm okay with with Trey, but not Jimmy. And this is where we need to understand. What's up, Big Papa? Let me read some of this note. What's up, Raggy? Thank you for wiping your feet, brother. Appreciate it. Rob says, subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Rob. Lance will struggle for a while. Of course. He's a rookie quarterback. He's going to struggle. That's a given. But the Niners are set up with a great running game. Now, a lot of people have questions with the offensive line. We have arguably the best left tackle in Trent Williams. It's going to be a question mark at the left guard. But I think Aaron Banks or some of the guys that we drafted this year can compete for that position. Mac, I really firmly believe that Mac is coming back. He hasn't announced his retirement. I believe he's coming back. We can put Daniel Brunskill at right guard, and then Mike McClinchy's coming back from injury to take over the right tackle. But we brought in some guys to compete. And the way the Niners, with Kyle Shanahan, sets up the running game, it helps out the offensive line. So I expect to run heavy to help out Trey. And the play actions is going to open up. You run, you set up the play action, and I believe Trey will get the ball down to his receivers. I am very confident that Trey can do exactly what Jimmy has done, but better. Like I said, watching tape on the Texans shows where he could have threw to the check down, and he waited for Debo to develop, and he threw that bomb to Debo for a touchdown. Those are the things you're not going to get from one Jimmy G. Well, I don't know if he was the right choice, but I can tell you he was the choice. And about 2 years from today, you can ask me this question. I have a better answer if he was the right choice or not. He definitely has the upside. But you never know until a quarterback is thrown into the deep end of the pool and it's either swim or sink. So hopefully he starts swimming and we get great production. It's hard for me to see Trey fail. It really is. Not because I'm a 49er fan. The Niners are set up to benefit Trey. You put Trey on the Jets, you put Trey with the Jaguars, he will struggle much more than he would with the 49ers, especially under Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan makes the quarterback position easy for the quarterback. The transition for Trey will be smooth. He's going to have some bumps on the road. Every rookie quarterback, and I say rookie because even though this is his second year, it'll be his first year starting. He's going to have his bump. But because we have such a great running game, and we have a great, our front seven is awesome. Now we added pieces to our secondary. We have depth in our secondary. We have 9 deep in our secondary. Now, we got to stay healthy. That's the key. Can the Niners stay healthy? We brought back Jason Verrett on a 1-year deal. Hopefully, he got hurt in 2021, the very first game. So he had the whole year plus this offseason to get better. Hopefully he'll be ready to go. But we brought in Charvarius Ward. Automatically he's the number 1 corner. We have Emmanuel Mosley. So if Jason Verrett can stay healthy, I really see Jason Verrett and Emmanuel Mosley, and Ward play on the outside. And I can see the Niners putting Emmanuel Mosley in the middle, in the slot. Take over for K1 Williams. And this secondary is going to be hard to beat. Big Papa says, I believe Shanahan knew what he was doing late, CJ, but he didn't take him with the 3rd pick in the 1st round. Exactly. He liked what he saw in CJ. But CJ wasn't a 3rd overall pick in the 1st round either. And when the 49ers moved from 12 to 3, they did so a month ahead of time. They did their due diligence. They looked at Mac Jones. They looked at Justin Fields. They looked at Trey Lance. Those were the three quarterbacks that were mostly available to them. I don't think they spent too much on Zach Wilson, and I don't think definitely didn't spend no time on Trevor Lawrence. Why would you? But the three quarterbacks they really evaluated was Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones. Now, whether you like Mac Jones or not, he would have been the popular pick. He would have came in, played very well on this team. He would have been even better this year, easily. So I'm not knocking Mac Jones, but he doesn't move the needle the way Trey Lance can. Trey Lance has that it factor. You know, that it factor that Mac Jones doesn't have. Mac Jones is going to be a good quarterback in the NFL, but he's not going to be great. Trey Lance has the opportunity to be great, but only time will tell. But I think if you put him in the right system, you surround him with the right personnel, you give him weapons to work with, it will build his confidence. And one of the areas that we lacked in last year was special teams. What did the Niners do in the offseason? They went and they fixed the special teams. What was one of the weaknesses also? The secondary. What did the Niners do? The big ticket free agent they went after was Charvarius Ward. I like this kid. I watched film on this kid. I don't know how much film you watch. I'm not talking about highlights. I'm not talking about your highlights on YouTube. I am talking about the all 22 film. You see Charvarius Ward. You see the angles that he takes, the way he backpedals, the way he presses against the receiver. He's great on man coverage. He can do zone. This kid is a great corner. And then you pair him up with Emmanuel Mosley and a health. Listen, Jason Verrett does unfortunately get hurt. And it sucks that he gets hurt. But when he's not hurt, when he's playing the way he played in 2020, the guy is a legitimate starter. In my opinion, Jason Verrett is a legitimate starter when he is healthy. The problem is he gets hurt. So hopefully he'll remain healthy this year. If he does, we have some dogs. All right. We got Jason Verrett, Ward, Emmanuel Mosley, Avery Thomas, which showed a lot of promise towards the end of the year. We still have Lenore developing. We added Womack. We added Fields to the equation. We are running deep in the secondary. I am telling you, Trey Lance is surrounded with a roster that can win. He doesn't have to be the hero. All he has to do is manage the game until he learns more, gets more comfortable. Once he gets comfortable, once he knows his ability, watch out. That's when you're going to watch him do his thing. But right now, all we need him to do is what Jimmy did. Just manage the game, minus the interceptions. I really believe that Trey's not going to turn the ball over as much that Jimmy did. I really believe so. And if he does, he's learning. Jimmy is a veteran. I don't know about you, but I am done with Jimmy. I have been done with Jimmy. Trey in the Bay. Let's go. Lance will have zero excuses. Well, he's a top pick, but you got to give him some grace as he learns. Like I said, the Niners don't need him to be a superstar right now. All they need is him is to manage the game and allow players like Elijah Mitchell, TDP, Jeff Wilson Jr., hopefully Trey Sermon, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Jawan Jennings, Danny Gray, and George Kittle straight down the middle. Allow those players to assist you. Trey Lance has a great supporting cast around him. I can't see Trey being worse than Jimmy. And if you think I'm being biased or whatever, that's fine. That's your opinion. But based on the film that I watch in Trey, based on the team that we have, the running game, Kyle Shanahan calling plays, our defense, our special teams, Trey is set up to win. Now, Trey will make some mistakes, but that defense will bail him out. Dick Tracy, what's Jimmy's excuse? Correct. Very good point, David. What is Jimmy's excuse? Houston was tanking, bro. Listen, whether Houston was tanking, whether Houston is a bad team, they are professionals. This is not a college team. This is not a high school team. These are full-grown men that are getting paid to do their job. Now, they may not be elite within the NFL right now, but they are professionals. They were out there to win the game. They were not giving anything to Trey. They might have been bad, but they weren't giving anything to Trey. They were trying to make Trey look bad. If you ever played football, you know that you are competitive. You want to be competitive. You're not going to give, what is the point of giving Trey great opportunities if you're Houston? Houston wanted to do everything they could to make Trey look bad, but they couldn't. So whether they were tanking, whether they're a bad team, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, my friend, they are still a professional football team. I guarantee you, as bad as Houston Texans are, there's not one college team that can beat them. Guarantee you. Not even Alabama. Excuses for Tart's drop. There's no excuse other than he dropped it. Sometimes in a big game, you have a lot of pressure, and that pressure gets to you, and unfortunately, you make a mistake. Would I wish that he would have caught it? Of course. But, he dropped it. It sucks. But 9 out of 10, he's not going to drop it. Tart missed it. He did. I'm not going to take that away from him. But can you imagine playing in the NFC Championship game? You're the only one there. Imagine your heartbeat, what's going through your mind. The people are yelling and you're like, you know how sometimes you're like, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. And you talk about it too much in your head and you become your worst enemy. I think that's what Tart did. He allowed the pressure to get to him, and unfortunately, he paid the price for it, in my opinion. The INT didn't decide the game. You're smarter than that, David. Well, yeah, at least for myself, even if the Niners, I do know this. After he dropped that pass, the Rams were able to continue to move the ball and eventually scored a touchdown, right? Now, I can't say whether the Niners would have won the game or not based on that interception. What I can say is if the Niners would have intercepted that ball, I don't believe, at least within that drive, well, obviously it wouldn't happen in that drive because we intercepted, but they wouldn't have went and scored. So that could have been 7 points less. And we lost by 3. So that could have been a factor in winning the game. Remember, they scored in that drive after Tart missed that interception. If he would have caught that interception, they would have never scored. And that could have been probably the deciding factor of the Niners winning over the Rams. Garoppolo made a bad decision. He makes a lot of bad decisions. Via heavy on the Niners OTs, and Trent Williams was number 1, and the guy who I liked, Rashawn Slater, was number 9. Honestly, if we stayed at 12 in 2021, draft Slater, who I wanted if we didn't trade up. But then we would have had Slater, but we would have still been dealing with Jimmy G. Slater will not prevent Jimmy from throwing interceptions. So as much as I like Slater, I think Slater's a great player. We needed to replace Jimmy. And unfortunately, Jimmy plays the quarterback position, so we needed to get a quarterback. We needed to get a quarterback. Not excuses, just a mistake. Even Bosa says, no excuses. I know Tart dropped only one play in a whole game, so was Jimmy G's INT just one play? We as a team are better than that. Listen, first and foremost, in Tart's defense, yes, he dropped the ball, and it sucks, okay? But if it wasn't for Tart playing the way he played against Green Bay, we probably wouldn't have been in the NFC Championship in the first place. If you watch the tape against Green Bay, what a lot of things that Tart did were instrumental to getting that W eventually over Green Bay. So it sucked that Tart dropped it, but he's still a good player in my book. But that's me. That is just me. Oh, I think I read this one already. If Tart squeezes that pop fly INT, Jimmy G would be a Super Bowl winner. Well, there's no absolutes in life. But based on what the Rams did to the Bengals, that is a possibility. But Jimmy G is not Matthew Stafford either. Matthew Stafford is a way better quarterback than Jimmy G. Probably Jimmy would have found a way to give the game away. I believe we're better than the Rams also, but that game they made some defensive adjustments and we didn't respond well. Absolutely. Their defense, their front was beating the crap out of our offensive line. And that was where the problem lied. Their front was more dominant than our offensive line in that game. And the fact is, we lost the game because the Niners offense couldn't block for crap in that game. Thank you, David. Appreciate that, brother. 2 years today, you'll be burning your Lance jersey. Well, listen, like I said, there's no absolutes. Just like in 2 years, Lance can be a bust. Or in 2 years, we can look at the trajectory and Lance is growing and growing, and you can say, wow, he's getting better every year. He's starting to look like Josh Allen. I'm not comparing him to Josh Allen, only in the fact that when Josh Allen came out of Wyoming, the Wyoming Cowboys, when he got drafted to the Buffalo Bills, his accuracy wasn't good. His first year wasn't good. He struggled. A lot of Bill fans were like, man, did we take the right guy? If you remember that year, especially if you were following the Buffalo Bills, there was a lot of fans worried about Josh Allen. Imagine that. At that particular time, they were concerned and worried about Josh Allen. We didn't make the right choice. We picked the wrong quarterback. Oh my God, that's all you heard from the Bills fans. Today, everybody and their mamas has a Josh Allen jersey in Buffalo. You got to give a player time to develop. I don't know where we're getting in Trey, but what I do know this, he has great upside. His ceiling is high, and he's coming in to a great situation with Kyle Shanahan as the call player and a surrounding cast of running the ball, catching the ball with great receivers. We got an all-pro receiver in Deebo Samuel. We got an all-pro or Pro Bowl tight end in Kittle. We got the best left tackle protecting him. I love what I saw in Elijah Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell played only 10 games last season, and he had a little bit over 900 yards. That's like 100 yards per game in his rookie year. Now he's comfortable. Now he's settled in. He's more comfortable in Kyle Shanahan's system. Imagine the possibilities of Elijah Mitchell in his second year. And if Trey Sermon can step up with TDP Wilson, I don't know about Hasty so much, but we'll throw Hasty in there. This running game is going to be powerful. Now they got to stay healthy. And our defense is going to give the ball back to our offense. With the secondary that we have, as long as we can hold and cover, as long as they can cover the receivers just long enough for Bosa to get home, Drake Jackson to get home, Charlie Omenihu, Sanson, Eric Armstead, Javon Kinlaw. OMG. This front seven with Fred Warner leading the back, Greenlaw and Aziz, in my opinion, the best trio of linebackers in the NFL. Yes, I said it. The best trio of linebackers in the NFL right now. D'Amico Ryan's second year taking over this team. Second year taking over this team. He's more comfortable. He has better cast around him. He's going to be able to do more, especially in the secondary. I love the way he disguises corners. I love the way he can disguise a corner. Listen, we had to deal with Mr. Grab Every Receiver last season. I'm not even going to mention his name. You know who I'm talking about. He played for the Panthers. And the Redskins, I believe, or the Washington Commanders. Now that you have Charvarius Ward, second year of Avery Thomas, Lenore's getting better. You added Womack. You added Fields. You got Emmanuel Mosley. Jason Verrett is coming back for a year. If he stays healthy, oh my goodness. The secondary is going to be able to cover. And the front four is going to get to the quarterback. And if the front four puts pressure on the quarterback and the quarterback makes a mistake, guess who's going to be there to make that team pay? Our secondary. I expect us to win a lot of games, even with Trey Lance starting. And to kind of talk about Jimmy G a little bit. I really believe they're waiting for Jimmy G to clear health. Once he clears his physical, they're going to move him. I don't care if they move him for a 7th round pick, a 6th round pick. They're going to move him somewhere. But he's not going to be on this team. He's not going to be a backup to Trey. But let's say worst case scenario. Let's keep it real. Let's remove our dislike about Jimmy. Let's remove our dislike. Let's think about just football alone, okay? Those that hate Jimmy and those that hate Trey. None of that right now. If you love football, just football, okay? Let's say, worst case scenario, Jimmy G is the backup. I'm not saying he's going to be, but let's just say worst case scenario, he's the backup. Now you have Trey Lance, who you believe in, who you moved up to get, doing his thing, and you have probably arguably the best backup quarterback sitting there waiting in Jimmy G. You know you can win games with Jimmy. You just can't be consistent with him, but you can win games with Jimmy, right? Now, I know the money is a factor. I know the 20 plus million is a factor. I understand that. But if they make it work, the whole thing is if they can sign Debo and Jimmy's still on the roster, which I don't know how they're going to do it, but if they can, imagine the possibilities. Get away from Jimmy, get away from Trey, who you like and who you hate, just as a football person. You have a Super Bowl caliber team, right? In the 49ers. If you have depth at the quarterback position, you can't go wrong. If, God forbid, Trey gets hurt, God forbid, Trey just struggles, you can always bring in Jimmy and win games. So I know there's a lot of hate towards Jimmy, a lot of hate towards Trey, blah, blah, blah. But if you remove all that, I guess what I'm trying to say is this. If you remove your emotions out of the equation and you look at it just as football, with the roster that we have, having depth at the quarterback position is not a bad idea. But it's not going to be Jimmy starting and Trey backing him up. It's going to be Trey starting and Jimmy being the backup. Now, the problem is, if Jimmy looks better than Trey in training camp, the media is going to eat it all up. And I think that's what the Niners are trying to avoid. If Jimmy is outperforming Trey in camp, I'm telling you, the media is going to eat it up. And that's exactly what they want to avoid, in my opinion. What's up, Coach Chronicles? Hola, señor. Welcome to the channel, brother. Welcome to the channel. Shani thought CJ was the next Kirk Cousins. He took a chance on him. and it didn't work out. It happens. But you know what we look at? We look at what went wrong with CJ, where Kyle could have used that to his advantage. Okay, now he knows what he did wrong when he chose CJ. So now when he was evaluating Trey, he learned his mistakes from CJ, and maybe Mac Jones would have been a CJ Beathard type of quarterback. And because he drafted CJ and CJ didn't work, he says, forget about Mac Jones. I'm going with Trey Lance. You can always spin everything both ways. He's not the quarterback whisperer you think he is. You say this based on what? How do you know? And if you know this, then please give me the next lotto ticket numbers so that I can go win the lotto. Because apparently you know the future and I don't. And that's okay. But tell me the lotto numbers, Dick Tracy, because I want to win some money. Because I'd rather be in Hawaii on the beach talking on my phone to you guys than being in my home in California. As long as Trey Lance improves every game, be fine and have a lot of confidence, that will take us to the playoffs and possibly, we have the roster, Tony. We have the roster. And I don't care what people think. Trey is better than Jimmy. And I can expect Trey to do exactly what Jimmy did, minus the interceptions, utilize his receivers, utilize his running game, depend on that great defense we're going to have. We're going to have great field position because we upgraded our special teams. So I truly expect Trey to be able to develop accordingly with the cast he has around him. If you ask anybody in the NFL right now, which quarterback that came out last year is in the best position to be successful right now? Some people may say Mac Jones in New England and Trey in San Francisco. I don't know about Zach Wilson in New York. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence is a great quarterback. I love him. I'm a Clemson Tiger fan. He was my quarterback in Clemson. I believe in him. I think with the addition of the coaching staff they have there now, he's going to improve much more. But his team is nowhere near what the Niners are. And Trey's going to be given the opportunity to learn behind a great running game, a receiving threat. Imagine all the misdirections that Kyle Shanahan's going to do. Because he has Ray McLeod. He has Danny Gray, Debo, and now Trey. Kyle Shanahan's going to have fun calling plays. Now it's a matter of the Niners executing the game plan, but I expect that to happen. Dick Tracy, 2 years from now, I expect you to still be admitting that you were wrong about Trey Lance, and I expect to be on the quest for 7. I like it. I like it. Love your outlook, David. David's a very positive guy. I love it. I hope so, David, but don't bet your Luna on it, bro. Don't be throwing my last name out there, brother. As long as Trey Lance improves every game, he will take the Niners to the playoffs and possibly the Super Bowl. Exactly, Tony. Exactly. Jason Rodriguez. Jason, are you the same? Are you Big Jason Gaming? I think you are, but I'm not sure. Please clarify. Debo. Their job was to tank. I don't think nobody ever tanks, bro. Come on. If you are a competitor, you don't tank. You play the best you can to win games. I still don't think Dick Tracy is a Niner fan. He's talking about the Niners like they're junk. He just doesn't like Trey for some reason. I don't know why he doesn't like Trey. I think he dislikes Trey more than he dislikes the Niners, but those players replying for their jobs, not for the Texans as a addition for another team. Yeah, replaying. Excuse me, not replying. Long day. At the end of the day, Big Papa, they are a professional team. And when you are a professional team, you come out to play. Now, they're not the Ravens. They were not the Packers. I understand that. But they're still a professional team. And they were coming after Trey. And they were doing everything within their power to try to stop Trey. Meyer, did they win? I know they were getting blown out. I don't know if they won. I was watching it, but then I shut it down. We need someone to become another Joe Montana for us. And hopefully Trey was that. If he can be a Steve Young, I want him to be more of a Steve Young. This is where a lot of Niner faithful don't like me. I love Joe Montana. Really do. Joe Montana, what he did for this 49er organization is beautiful. I think Steve Young is a better quarterback. Now, this is where a lot of us can disagree, but I love them both. They're both Hall of Famers. Now, if you're like, but wait a minute, Steve Young won 1 Super Bowl, Joe Montana won 4. Super Bowls are a team thing. I'm talking about individual play. But that's just me, though. But if he turns out to be like Joe Montana, hey, we can't lose with that. If he turns out to be like Steve Young, we can't lose there either. As long as he doesn't turn out to be like Drunken Miller. Remember Drunken Miller? Tim Rattay? Oh, my God. O'Sullivan? So many other players that I can think of. Oh, my goodness. Hold on, guys. So, my goodness. Niners are a great team. The weakest link will be the quarterback for now. For now, my friend. But I expect that to be changed. I expect by the middle of October, November, I say more November, Trey Lance is going to be completely different from September. And when I say different, I mean better. Better, better, better. And we're going to have these conversations, Dick Tracy. I'm going to be going live in each game. And we're going to see what Trey does. And we're going to talk about it throughout the season right here on the Niner Sickness. So either you're going to be right or a lot of us that support Trey is going to be right. Yet to be determined. Beto, my man's is funny as hell. Oh, I appreciate it, brother. I thought you were saying you wanted me to go to hell. I'm like, dang, bro. Que gacho. Que gacho. But you said funny as hell. I'll take it. Christian, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the channel. Good to see you, bro. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, sir? Raggy says, dwelling on the past needs prescribed. SSRI prescribed. Don't know quite what that is. What's up, my brother from another mother, Steezy A. Smith, in the house. What's up, my brother? My friend here is a big Seahawks fan. Listen, guys, great reminder. Thank you, Steezy, just by showing up. Myself, Steezy A. Smith, Joseph from the Cardinal Rule, and right now we're still trying to develop a Rams fan. We are starting a YouTube channel, and it's called actually the NFC West All Access. NFC West All Access. And this is particularly for football players. Okay? If you hate the Seahawks, or you hate the Rams, or you hate the Cardinals, you're probably not going to enjoy this channel. But if you're open-minded, if you know, I can dislike the Seahawks, but I like DK Metcalf. I can see the potential in that receiver. You see what I'm saying? I dislike the Seahawks, but I love the way Russell Wilson played, not particularly against my team, but a great quarterback. So if you're the type of person that loves football, you can dislike or hate the other team, but if you're open-minded, this channel will be for you. NFC West All Access. This is where you get to learn about the other three teams that are in our division from their fan base point of view. We all know about our Niners, right? We follow and breathe and poop and eat 49ers, right? At least I do. I'm pretty sure Steezy does the same. Minus the pooping, maybe. But for the Seahawks, my boy Joseph for the Cardinals, and whoever we pick for the Rams, they love their teams. You can learn from our enemies. How good are our enemies? How much are we going to struggle against them? And you get a better understanding from these teams by participating on this channel. So follow our channel. It is called NFC West All Access. And if you can't find it, let me know. Send me an email. And I will give you the link. And you can send me the email to ninersicknesspodcast@gmail.com. ninersicknesspodcast@gmail.com. Welcome there, CZ. Your mama. All righty there. Jamie Bryant. How you doing, brother? Hey, Sickness. Why is the media so down on Trey? He's grinding and working to get better. Listen, the reason why they're down on him is because they just hate the 49ers. And it's a way of getting clickbait to get attention. They always say bad media or good media, it doesn't matter. As long as you draw attention is what matters. If they can spin a narrative about something they have no clue about and bring and the thing about you want to know whose fault it is? It's not even the media's fault. You know whose fault it is? It's us, the faithful. We get it within our feelings. We all get in our feelings and we hear what the media says. We all get all bent out of shape and the media feeds off of it and they continue to do what they do. But I bet you if none of us reacted to what the media says and we trust and have faith in our coach and our GM and the brick by brick process, the media will have nothing to feed off of. Okay? So media is going to do what the media does because that's what it does. But it's us that keeps the fire going because they may start the fire, but we flame it. And we got to cut that out. In my opinion, Lynch hurt me the most. I gave up 3 firsts for a bust. That's your opinion, bro. That is your opinion. I'm going to be honest with you. I have faith in Trey Lance, but he's going to make mistakes. Of course, he is. He's going to make rookie mistakes. But that's how a quarterback learns, from his mistakes. Remember, everyone thought that Josh Allen was going to be a bust. I mentioned this earlier, Christian. This his rookie year, and look at Josh Allen turn out to be good. I mentioned this earlier in exactly what I said earlier. If back then, the year that Josh Allen was drafted, after that season, you had a lot of Buffalo Bill fans nervous, worried, concerned. Did we make the right move? Did we get the right quarterback? Oh my God, I forgot who the other quarterback was that they could have gotten. They were panicking. They were like crucifying Josh Allen after year one. Because as fans, we like everything in the microwave era. Put it in the microwave, cook, let it warm up and eat it. Yes, I'm using food as an analogy. I'm a big guy. Rather than cooking a good meal and enjoying it more. You got to give a quarterback time to develop. He went through the offseason. The next year he played better. The following, he took off. And so far, he hasn't looked back. Do I expect Trey Lance to be what Josh Allen is today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I expect Trey Lance to be better than Jimmy? Absolutely yes. Yes. Unfortunately, Jimmy does not put the bar that high. It's not like Jimmy's coming in. It's not like Trey's coming in and replacing a Hall of Famer like Steve Young. He's not even replacing someone like Jeff Garcia. The bar, in my opinion, is not that high from Jimmy to Trey. I know, huh? Who is your favorite quarterback in the NFL? My favorite quarterback right now, it has to be Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen better than I do Mahomes. That's just me, though. I like Josh Allen. I like the way but you know what? You know who's kind of creeping up? Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is starting to creep up on me. That kid has a cannon of an arm. I expect him to have a great season. I expect the Chargers to be in the playoffs this year. And it's hard to say because, not hard to say, it's going to be hard to do because they're playing in the AFC West, which right now, if you ask me which division is the hardest to play in, I have to say is the AFC West. You got Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. I think Kansas City got better, even though they lost Tyreek Hill. You got the Chargers, they got better. You got the Broncos, they got better. Now, I think the Broncos are going to be the least of the best within the West, myself. And then you have the Raiders with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. And they got Renfro over there. I like that receiver. So that's going to be definitely a battle between them. Man, I am so behind on these. I'm just going to be clicking on them because I want to get caught up. Sermon Ayuk Hufanga going to break out. Yeah, out of those names, Jamie, the one that I find intriguing is Hufanga. If you ask me, I'm intrigued to see Hufanga play this year. Are the Niners seeing something in Hufanga why they did not draft a safety? And then these undrafted free agents that we brought in, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I'm interested to see what Hufanga brings to the plate. Trey Lance is better than Suffield. I hope so. How much progress Trey has made within training camp begins? Give me a second, guys. Okay, someone else. I actually have some deep. We actually have some deep. Yeah, we're 9 deep. Absolutely. Did you read my comment? I read some of your comments. I don't know exactly which one, but I do remember reading a few of your comments, Christian, and answering them. No, I listen, I don't hate Jimmy. Jimmy as a person, great guy. Great guy. Where you going? I'll get up for now. Sorry. The boss. I like what Jimmy's done. He's been professional. The players love him. Everybody's rooting for him. But he makes his mistakes on the field. I'll be his friend. I just don't want him to be my quarterback. All right, I'm going to wrap it up because I forgot that I was supposed to go to Home Depot and pick something up for the wife, and they're going to close in 45 minutes. So if I don't want to sleep in my car, I better get my butt in gear. But I'm going to go through a lot of these real quick. Pop them up in here real fast. Exactly. Exactly, brother. Yes, he is. In my opinion as well. All right, I'm gonna go through these really fast, and then I'm gonna shut it down, ladies and gentlemen. Man, time goes fast when you're having fun. Let me tell you. Me neither, Glenn. Me neither. Welcome, Glenn, by the way. Nice to see you, brother. Me neither. If I skip some of your questions, I apologize. I'm trying to get them all, bring them in here real quick, give everybody a chance to get on the screen. What's up, Robert? How you doing, Robert Fletcher? Welcome. Bang, bang, Niner gang, brother. Bang, bang, Niner gang. There he is, my boy Glenn. What's up, brother? My brother from another mother. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that dude he's just mad that he got fired. You know how when people get fired, they start talking bad about their ex-employee? That's all it is. That dude needs to grow up, man. Vinny, what's up, Vinny? Welcome, welcome, brother. How you doing? Thank you for wiping your feet, brother. Appreciate that. All right, guys. I think I have come towards the end. Later, Jamie, good night. Good night, everyone. I think I brought everything in. All right, guys. Hey, listen, it's been great. Great show. You guys have been amazing. Thank you. There's a lot of you guys still here. You guys are awesome. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching me on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button, and also hit the notification. If you're watching me on YouTube, do me a favor. Facebook. Do me a favor. If you get a chance, make your way over to YouTube, type in Niner Sickness, and subscribe to my channel. Show me some love, guys. All right, guys. It's been fun. Always a pleasure. Have a wonderful Friday night. God bless you. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll see you on the next podcast. God bless. Peace.